why not start it out 3 and out now? A little friendly debate. And let's talk about the weekend that was. High school football after week 10. And I think the first thing we should talk about is the El Dorado Eagles. And of course, they're going to finish their season. This is interesting, Charles. They finished their season 9-1. Gentry obviously has a fantastic game. They beat Monzano 35-0. They have a bye week for this last week. They're most likely going to get a bye week and a top 4 seed. So they're going to be off theoretically for 3 weeks.
23 days.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm nervous. If I'm them, you're nervous. You get healthy.
Their matchup,
you get healthy,
their first week could be just disastrous for them, and we'll explain why a little bit later in our timeout. But I feel bad because El Dorado's done great work, and it's all lining up for them to play a semifinal matchup in the quarterfinals.
It's crazy how one game completely detoured.
One field goal, last-second field goal by Cub Turcotte and La Cueva Bears have really turned things
But they had a great game. Great win over Monzano, 35-0. Gentry over 250-plus all-purpose yards, 3 touchdowns. And his supporting cast, 4.
I don't know where you're getting your stats.
Total.
But just so you know.
But, hey, he got a good supporting cast. I like El Dorado. I was questioning their defense, and they shut me up, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
So Monzano now is in some trouble. I mean, they might. I think they're going to make the playoffs, Charles. But for good measure, if they want to really help themselves, beat La Cueva this next weekend, and they will solidify themselves. Right?
I think you need some wins for confidence-wise too. Like they've had a bad 3-4 weeks. Beating La Cueva, yes, gets you in, but it also helps you get over that
Coach
slump.
Adcox, we talked to him too, and he was ready. I mean,
they were.
They thought they were ready for this, but apparently they weren't because they just got smashed. Who I also want to talk about is the Oñate Knights.
Yes.
And we mentioned them just a little bit, but they beat Las Cruces. They finish at 7-3 on the season as they head into a bye week. They're going to get a nice seed here because they're going to finish second in the district. They're going to get a home game. They're going to play at the Field of Dreams first round.
Wow.
Good job to the Knights, right? We thought they were dangerous, but now they've really kind of solidified things.
Well, Cruces get injured. You do your job. It doesn't matter what's going on the other sideline. You come in and do your job. That's what they did. They went in there. They played a tough game. We knew it was going to be in that 20-point, 30-point range because that's what the Knights been doing all year. I will give them this. They're consistent. When you start going down the list of teams, how do they play consistently every week? They're one of those teams that are up there in that top 5 consistently. You know what you're going to get. 20, 27 points, good defense. They're going to make teams earn every bit of yardage they're getting. So kudos to those guys down there. Big time win.
A team that did not disappoint, and there could have been 100 reasons why they let down, is the Cleveland Storm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cleveland, I mean,
they could have been looking ahead.
Right, they
ready
play
for
on
Friday.
Halloween night, and they're probably looking ahead to Rio Rancho. No, they weren't, because they go and they handle business against Cibola, crush them, okay, 43-7.
Yes.
And Jesse Nieto has 4 touchdowns, and now Cleveland has set up what is just the most titanic of finishes at Cleveland High School, Lightning Rod Stadium, Rio Rancho and Cleveland to settle maybe the top seed, maybe just to settle a ton, right?
It seems as if
district
this
champions.
This is starting to become a tradition now, where this game pretty much is the champion. It's a tournament game.
It's 7 straight years this game will determine the district.
This is the district title championship game every year. It's going to continue to be that way. I am impressed with how Rio Rancho and Cleveland slapped around Cibola and Volcano. Like, that shows you where they're at in their progression on season.
Agreed.
These aren't just
because we thought they were all kind of jumbled up at the beginning of the year.
There's no jumble.
It was clear.
So these two are clearly the best teams, I think, in that district.
Hobbs probably hates Carlsbad, okay? Because Carlsbad beats Hobbs last week. And now Carlsbad dropped to Clovis. And Hobbs probably fits into this playoff scenario somehow. But by rule, Carlsbad has to go in above Hobbs if they finish above them. Now, there could be a 3-way tie here at this end of the year, and we could explain that, but it's a circus. But all you need to know is that Carlsbad's not getting in the playoffs at 1-8, okay? Yeah. And so they would have to be seated above Hobbs, so they're not going to get in. So that's why Hobbs is just not fitting in right now. So it's interesting how that is all working out, too.
And Clovis is sitting there pretty.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Clovis is sitting there. All they have to do, they just
Win.
Just win again. Because just
Now, if Hobbs beats Clovis,
Then you got
could
that
have
tie
a
you're talking
three-way
about.
tie, and then it comes down to point differential, which Clovis looks strong in.
yeah, 35-0. You got some double-digit wins.
Yeah.
They're sitting good. If I'm Hobbs,
They've got a chance, though.
they have a chance.
That's that old school rivalry,
but
too.
But now you're talking. They have to. You don't want to just win if you're Hobbs. You know in the back of your mind, we have to get an impressive win. So if we're only up 6 late in the game, let's
It's
try
crazy
to
how
get
it
another
works, too. It's this
touchdown.
13-point rule, and so all you could be awarded is 13 points. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous to break down, but a playoff spot is going to reside on it.
But we're gonna have all the rules, regulations, all that to break that down. So don't worry about it. We're gonna have it for you on Saturday.
Yes. So let's move on. Step up a level.
Mm-hmm.
3 and out. It's the New Mexico Lobos, and we talked about it. They beat UNLV. And so New Mexico gets their first conference win of the year. They're 1-3 in the Mountain
Mm-hmm.
West. And now they've got 4 straight Mountain West games, and the road doesn't get easy. That's for sure.
No. Mm-hmm.
Lobos are going to play Boise State, who's on a tear. Then they're going to play Colorado State, who looks good as well.
Yeah. Well, McElwain is a good
And then-
coach. He got them up there playing really well.
I mean, they'll end their season with Wyoming, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see a lot of wins here for the Lobos left.
You know what I saw though? I think we finally turned the page on Cole Gauchi.
Agreed.
I'm thinking.
Sad to say, I love
It's
to
sad-
watch
no,
him
no.
play. And
You never want to see a kid demoted or whatever, but I think the staff, they realize, hey, I think we have a better chance right now. What we have now, they're rallying around Jordan, saying this is the best bet. Let's move forward and see what happens.
he did not play bad, I mean, against UNLV.
No, he
you
didn't.
know.
But it's
Can he
UNLV.
pass the ball? I mean, Bob Davies still struggles to admit that Lamar Jordan is the solution, right?
Yeah, he still started Cole Gauchi for the 2 series or whatnot.
This
But
doesn't make much sense.
it's okay.
how they're
I
going
think they
about
know
it.
what they're doing. He's young. Just think about this. Let's say Jordan progresses, develops. He's going to be a really good quarterback sophomore, junior year.
Remember, redshirt freshman,
Yeah.
still got 3 years after this year. So
You're looking at
doing
the
what he
future.
needs to do. Hey, come on back in timeout. Projected playoffs.